Learning tarot can be absolutely overwhelming, and I totally understand what you must be going through if you are a tarot beginner and if you're learning tarot or just starting to read tarot all by yourself. This is a small video where I will try to capture the essence of all the meanings of the cards which come under the suit called Swords. And welcome to the Journey into Tarot with me, Tarusha Saxena. If you have not yet subscribed to my channel and stumbled upon it through this video, then I wholeheartedly welcome you to my beautiful world of tarot. And make sure to subscribe to the channel and also click the notification bell icon so that you keep updated about all my upcoming videos. I will also give the links of my other tarot tutorials in the description box below so that you can go through them, and there are some very nice easy tricks and tips to learn tarot, how you can make your tarot learning very easy and you can grasp the meanings of them very well. And let's get started with Swords. Swords in tarot represents communication and intentions, ideas, approach, strategy, anything and everything to do with communication and thoughts. That is what swords represent. So we will go through all the swords one by one, all the cards of swords one by one. Before we start, I would also recommend that if you're a tarot beginner, then this should be your go-to deck. This is the original Rider-Waite tarot deck conceived by A.E. Waite, and cards are designed by Pamela Colman Smith. This is the go-to deck for all the beginners. So if you have not yet bought your tarot deck and if you're a beginner, then this is your go-to deck. Please buy this deck. It is available on Amazon, and I will include the link of this deck as well in the description box so you can order it for yourself. It is available all across the world, irrespective of wherever you live. So now let's get started. The first card in Swords is the Ace of Swords. Ace represents 1. So the Ace of Swords, number 1, since it is the beginning of the deck or a suit, so Ace represents new beginnings in life. Since a sword represents an idea or something related to communication, this means that there could be a new idea, a new communication, or some kind of new strategy or some kind of new approach that you will be getting pertaining to any situation in life. So this represents a new approach, a new idea, a new strategy. Okay, and this definitely represents, it's a very positive card which represents that whatever idea, whatever new approach you are going to get, this is going to take you to wherever you want to go. This is going to lead you to the right place. The next card in Swords for you is the Two of Swords. Two of Swords always represents a situation of to do or not to do, this or that. It always represents a choice that you need to make between the two options that you have. Okay, this is about decision making. You need to take a decision between two things because this is related to your mind, this is related to your communication. So there has to be a decision that you need to make between the two things. This decision, since there is water, since there are rocks, so this could be an emotionally heavy situation for you, and you are not able to see things clearly since your eyes are blindfolded. But you need to stay put, you need to keep your eyes and ears open, be practical and take a wise decision. But if this card comes in a reading, this means that you have to make a decision and you are so clouded by emotions that you are not able to see through things properly, and that may hamper the decision that you will make. The next card in Swords is the Three of Swords. Three of Swords, if you see very clearly, it represents backstabbing, it represents disappointment, like, you know, three swords piercing your heart. That means that, you know, the people who you trust only break your trust, right? If you don't trust anybody, how will they break your trust? So that is exactly what this card means, that somebody really fogged the things that you were saying, but behind their backs, behind your back, they really have stabbed you. So that is exactly what this Three of Swords means, disappointment and dissatisfaction. The next card is the Four of Swords, which represents very clearly a card which says you need to introspect. So if this is a card which comes in your reading, this means that the person needs to introspect. They need to look back at how things have gone by, how they could have done things otherwise, and not led to the situations the way they are right now. And it is also a time for someone, or for whoever is seeking the reading, it is time for them to kind of, you know, take a break, look back at things, introspect, and then lay down the foundation for how they want to go about in the future. The next card that you have is the Five of Swords. The Five of Swords can represent a lot of things, but primarily it represents basically that, you know, you were expecting a lot from people, and they are not willing. It's like they have put down their foot. They're like, we're not able to do it. You, if you want, you carry on. And now everything has come up to you. It also represents trust. It's like it's like these people were fighting with you at one point, and then they had laid down their weapons, and you are ready to go, and you're trusting them. You're leaving them with their weapons. You're leaving them back with their strengths, and you're just moving forward. You're entrusting them with the fact that they may never come back and hurt you again, but they might. So this represents that, it represents trust. It also represents that you need to take care, you need to carry on, or you're on your own. Now we have the Six of Swords. The Six of Swords, if you see this lady and this person, they are sitting in a boat going towards somewhere, obviously, and you see a land very close by, which means that whatever ideas, whatever strategies, whatever expectations you had, whatever new thing that you are working on right now, whatever strategy you're working on, whatever approach you're working on is working in your favor, and it is going to take you to the place where you are supposed to go. It is going to give you the results that you are expecting. So you are in the right direction. This card is just a confirmation for that. The next you have is the Seven of Swords. Seven of Swords, if you see, this person is like trying to steal these swords and running away, which means that somebody is hiding things. Okay, this could be you hiding things from yourself, it could be other people hiding things from you, but there are some hidden things from you, things which are being hidden from you, and you need to keep your eyes and ears open and see who could be doing this to you. Okay, the next card we have is the Eight of Swords. Eight of Swords, if you represent, is like, this person is surrounded by swords all over the place, and also is tied up, the body and head and mind and eyes. What it represents is basically that, a person is extremely drained out because of the stress coming from all phases of their life, all aspects of their life. They're totally captured, and they're totally bound by the stress, and they're so stressed from all the aspects and all the spheres in their life that they're not able to see things clearly, and because of which they are not able to think things clearly. Okay, and therefore they're feeling like they have stuck in the situation, and they're not able to see things clearly and a possible solution of coming out of it. Nine of Swords represents that the person is going through, for whoever this card has come out, it shows sleepless nights, it shows depression, it shows that, the person is really having a very hard time, and the stress is literally taking a toll over their mental, physical, and emotional health. The Ten of Swords in Tarot and the number 10 represents that, problem coming to an end, because if you see, all these arrows have hit this person, and this person is literally dead, which means that in a way this is a positive card, because number 10 in tarot means end. Okay, and this person has died, like it's the end, so the end of stress is there. So this card represents that the stress will end. Whatever was troubling you, whatever the stress was, it is going to go away. The next card that you have is the Page of Swords, and Page of Swords represent a very exciting energy, a very youthful energy, a very childlike energy, not youthful, a very aggressive energy, and a zeal to learn something new, some adventurous thing that a person may want to try in life, some new ideas. There could be a lot of ideas, clogging the mind. I can learn this, I can learn that, I can learn that. So that's the energy of the Page of Swords. The next card that we have, I'm sorry, I picked it wrong. The next card that I have is the King of Swords. The next card is the Knight of Swords. Knight of Swords, as you see, is basically the idea that you have thought about. It's about time for you to put that idea into action. Okay, so if you get the Knight of Swords, this means that, this horse is like literally running, literally in the air and very fast. So this means that this is the time for you to execute the idea that you have thought about. It's the confirmation to go ahead. The Queen of Swords represent that, this person has recently attained clarity of mind. The person has been, so much clogged with so much of stress and so much of thoughts and ideas, and so many things were clogging the mind, but now they have just recently attained this clarity of mind. This is a person who has, who owns their failures who owns their wins as much as they own their failures, and they are so kind, and they have, with this clarity of mind, they have the ability to give you direction towards, to others. The next card that you have is the King of Swords. The King of Swords is a very assertive energy, somebody who has attained absolute clarity of mind. This is somebody who people go to seek guidance when they really need it. So this was the Swords Suite. So this was your quick tarot tutorial for Swords, and if you want to check out other tutorials and for more tips about how to learn tarot easily and quickly, then you can go down to my description box below and click on the links over there, where you have other tutorials by me, which can help you in learning tarot better. And also I will be putting up the Amazon link for the Rider-Waite Tarot deck for the beginners, which is a highly recommended tarot deck for all the beginners. I wish you all the best in the tarot journey. In case if you have any questions related to learning tarot, if you have any doubts and you're getting stuck in your tarot learning journey, you're more than welcome to write your queries to me in the comment section, and I will reply you back. And if you have not yet subscribed my channel, then please go ahead, subscribe to my channel, and also don't forget to click the notification bell icon to receive notifications every time I upload a video. I will see you soon in my next video. Until then, bye bye.